Hi. Okay, our real estate agent's commission is going to be slashed as a result of the realtor commission suit settlement. As you probably are aware of, there's been a couple of large class actions lawsuits pending against the National Association of Realtors and large brokerages having to do with buyer agent commission. As I reported about a week ago, there was a settlement agreement reached between the National Association of Realtors and the plaintiffs. Since then, the world's been abuzz about real estate agents' commissions getting slashed. And is this going to happen? Well, certainly if you've been paying attention to the media and the headlines, they think so. The words that have been used are things like slashed, that commissions will be cut 30%, that there'll be these dramatic changes. Certainly, painting that picture. So what's the reality? I don't have a crystal ball, but I do have something that we can all look at that I think gives us a little insight as to where this may head. Back in 2019, the Northwest MLS, which is a big MLS up in the northwest part of the country, they passed a rule voluntarily that is basically identical to what the realtors have agreed to in the settlement. And that was to no longer require sellers to offer buyer's agent's commission as a condition of being in the MLS. So they passed this rule back in 2019. This is the rule that's going to be required as part of the settlement. So why don't we look at that and see what happened after that? And here's a chart that shows the average commission for that market from 2020 up through the end of 2023. And you can see by the blue dots there, it was steadily declining from an average of about 3%. Now, this is just for the buyer's agent, but about a 3% commission to a buyer's agent, down to about 2.8% over a 20-year period. So pretty small, rate of decline. Now, once this rule took effect in 2019, you can see the decline steepened. They started dropping at a quicker rate, but then still just went from 2.8 down to about 2.55. Then they bounced back up and have kind of hovered around there. So it took maybe 2 years for the full effect of this to hit and the market to find its balance. And then you can see it seems to have found its balance around 2.6%. So a market that 23 years ago was at 3% to buyers agents, and had been at 2.8% roughly to buyers agents before the rule change, went down to about 2.6%. So definitely a decline. I wouldn't use the adjective slashed or dramatic cut or anything like that. This is just another chart that shows this light green here is the interesting thing to look at. It's the percentage of listings that were sold that offered 2.5% commission. And again, going back to 2020, and you can see once 2019 came along, there was a higher incidence of that. So definitely a change in the market, just not a slashing of the commissions. So what's going to be the outcome? I think, one, we've already seen this, increased transparency, more transparency of the system and the process and the cost to home buyers and home sellers, everybody involved. That's a very good thing. Fewer agents, because quite frankly, we have too many agents now. And because of all these changes, there will be agents that get out of the business. And not to mention, with the increased transparency and the buyers having a better understanding of how the dollars get, passed around in a transaction in terms of commission dollars, they're probably going to be looking at their buyer's agents with a little more scrutiny now and demanding a higher level of service and professionalism and knowledge. And that's going to cause some agents not to be able to get that business. So there's going to be some agents go out of the business. Won't hurt the good agents, though, because the good agents will be able to demonstrate their worth. And it will, no doubt, if it follows a pattern of Northwest MLS, it'll result in some lower commissions. I just wouldn't call it slash commissions or this windfall at this point. Hey, if you like this, give the video a like if you would, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more content like this.